Hi, my name's Dan Smith. Today we're looking at some back exercises, in particular mobilising your back, usually where things are a little bit stiff or muscles have got a little bit tight. First exercise we're going to look at is using a wall. I'm going to take you through the main movement of your back, which is to flex forward and extend backwards. Most people find this one comfortable. We're going to put our hands against the wall. You're going to walk your legs out backwards, stick your bum out as you go, and have a nice stretch through your spine. We can hold that there as long as you feel that the stretch is helpful, anything up to half a minute, and then we're going to slowly come back towards straight, and finally we're going to push our hips forwards so we get a little bit of a bend in the back the other way. With this one you'll probably find less comfortable, so only go as far as you sensibly can. If you are some kind of gymnast, you can continue backwards as far as your mobility takes you. Our next common back stretch is bringing your knees up to your chest, or a knee hug as it's sometimes called. The easiest version of this, if your back's quite sore, is to simply take one knee, bring it up towards your chest, and again hold that there, hoping to stretch out in your lower back, anything up to half a minute. And if that's easy, we can go with two knees together, pulling your knees up to your chest and feeling a stretch in your lower back. Our next exercise for mobilising and stretching the back, we're going to look at a rotation movement. The knees are bent, the feet flat on the floor. We're going to do some gentle knee rolls to the side. We'll start off with a gentler, smaller movement, just rocking side to side as far as your pain will allow you to go, or your stiffness will allow you to go. And it should get a little easier as we go, so we can get a bigger movement and a bigger movement as we go along. Once you've warmed up, so you feel like that you're moving a lot better, we can drop our knees right over to one side and hold that as a stretch, which you'll feel on the opposite side of the body, and hold that for anything up to half a minute. Our next back movement, we're looking at extension, so we're going to pull backwards. Lay your face down, either on your floor or on a bed or on a mat. We're going to prop first of all onto our elbows. Peeling your back upwards and sharing the weight onto your arms. We're not overstretching or overstraining at this point, and we're just allowing the back to accept this movement. Once this has been comfortable and you're able to do that well, we can start to explore the range further and come slowly up to the point that you're able to move but keep your hips on the floor, and then lowering slowly down again. And again, further angle on your back extension. So we're going to look at some of how your body moves. First of all, with the elbow prop, all the movements coming from the lower back, hips on the floor, head's neutral, so we're not looking directly down and straining the neck, and we're not looking upwards and straining the neck. Going to keep a neutral line. And as we go into the further progression, explore your movement further by peeling more upwards, keeping the hips down. The head keeps that neutral position, again not looking up or looking down, but a neutral line. The next exercise we're going to look at in back mobility and stretching is known as the child's pose. It's a yo-yo exercise. We're going to start on hands and knees, and we're going to slowly rock back so your bum's coming towards your heels, and we're going to try and keep your back in a neutral line so we're not overarching. We're going to rock back so the weight comes onto the heels, and for the more flexible, can start to creep your fingers forward and increase the stretch. Where we're wanting to avoid through that movement is not arching the back, either down or up, but keeping a neutral line so we feel the stretch through the spine. And our next exercise, looking at mobility and stretching for your back, we're going to look at some flexion and extension on hands and knees, sometimes known as the cat-camel exercise or the cat-cow exercise. What we're looking at is the centre of the back is going to do the moving. So we're going to put an arch into your back downwards, and then we're going to put an arch into your back upwards. So the movement's coming all from the middle of your body. What we're not doing at this point is rocking backwards and forwards, sticking your bum out, nodding your head, rounding your shoulders, or a press up. All the movement in the middle, so you feel your pelvis move and your stomach move.